This is a GI cleansing diet that you can give to your dog if they're suffering with IBD, and it's also useful as a liver cleansing diet. It can help calm the digestive system and give it time to repair, so eventually you can start incorporating more food into your dog's diet. And this recipe is from the nutrition course that I'm studying at the moment, K9 Nutrigenomics. What you're going to need is white potato, sweet potato, and white fish. You can use any white fish. I've just got bass fillets because, to be honest, that was the cheapest one that I found in Lidl's. But you can use hake, haddock, cod, halibut, whatever you fancy, as long as it's white fish and not tuna or swordfish, which are high in mercury, because the mercury can build up over time and cause toxicity, which is not good for our dogs. So the first thing you need to do is peel and chop both potatoes. We've got a load of chopped up and peeled white potato and sweet potato. We're just going to boil them. You can bake them with the skin on if you want, but you do need to take the skin off, so I find it's just easier to peel them, chop them, and then boil them.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew,
rather than try and take the skin off once they've already been baked. If you do bake them, that's fine, just don't use any oil or seasonings. Now with the white fish that you've chosen, you are just going to pop that on a baking tray and whack it in the oven. I'm just going to make a little tin foil couch for it, because you know when this comes out of the oven it's going to be half the size, because it's probably mostly water anyway. Just look at the packet instructions on how long to cook it and if you need to defrost it first. Something also to bear in mind when you purchase your white fish, check the ingredients and make sure it is just 100% white fish. We don't want any preservatives, chemicals, additives, whatever in there, because that is not going to do our dog's digestion any good. I've just boiled the potatoes until they're tender. Now we need to lightly mash them. The potatoes mashed, and you want 50-50 ratio between sweet potato and white potato. Then just give it a mix together. And yes, I had to mash this with a fork because I'm at my boyfriend's house and he doesn't seem to have a potato masher, so we all know what he's getting for Christmas. Alright, once that's combined, then we need to add our white fish that has been baking in the oven. I wonder how small that's going to turn out to be. Probably half its size. Let's have a look. It's not too bad. Oh, bit of juice is there. Right, chuck that on the plate. And again, yeah, I'm using a plate because, well, Alfie's dog bowl is dirty and I don't have another one. So we've got our bassa or white fish of your choice, sweet and white potato mixture. And this is a pretty good ratio. You kind of want it 2/3 of the potato and 1/3 of the white fish. Now we're just going to add a little bit of parsley, or if you have Italian mixed herbs, they'll do as well. Ideally you'd want fresh parsley, but we've only got dried here, so that's what we're using. You just want to sprinkle a little bit of those on, put it on the potato. I'd probably mash it in as well. And that, food wise, is done. It looks a bit like a dog's dinner. Well, that's good, because it is, but you're probably thinking, Georgia, wait a minute, this is just white fish and potato. That's not really nutritionally balanced, and you're right, it's not. So for this we do need to supplement. You can use a high quality human grade multivitamin supplement plus calcium plus a probiotic. Probiotics are really important for your dog's gut health, so make sure you find a good quality one. Please ensure that any of these supplements do not contain any foods that could cause intolerances or sensitivities like corn or wheat. Check the ingredients and make sure they're not full of crappy fillers or other substances, chemicals that will cause any digestive upsets, because then there's just no point feeding them this. It's not going to do anything. So make sure the supplements are good quality. I'm going to do another video soon on common deficiencies in home cooked diets, so the different vitamins and minerals that usually are lacking and the importance of them, so stay tuned for that one. But as I said, just a high quality human grade multivitamin, calcium supplement and probiotic you will need to add to this. You need to feed this to your dog for however long it takes them to feel better. It could be a couple of days, it might be a couple of weeks, which is why it is really important to supplement, because this, as good as it is to ease the GI tract and let the digestive lining heal, if they're not getting all the essential vitamins and minerals they need, it's not going to do them any good. So a nice bland diet, supplementation. Once your dog is feeling better, I'm going to put this fork down. Once your dog is feeling better, then you can start to add in bit more to the diet. So that would literally just be 1 scrambled egg per meal. And I know this is going to sound heathenish to people who cook and eat eggs. Cook them in the microwave, because if you fry them you need to use oil, and we don't want to add any extra unnecessary ingredients that could still cause digestive upset for your dog. So just plainly cooked scrambled egg. And you can also start adding in finely chopped and lightly cooked, so steamed vegetables like courgettes, carrots, yellow squash, kale and green beans. Just add in a little bit every so often. Don't add everything all at once. We want to give our dog's tummies a chance to get used to these foods again without an IBD flare up. And obviously only if your dog tolerates these foods. If you know that your dog is intolerant to egg, obviously don't give them egg, or if they're intolerant to green beans, don't give them green beans. Simple as that. If your dog won't eat white fish, you can supplement the white fish with baked chicken breast or baked pork. Again, no seasonings, don't cook it in any oil. We want it as plain and boring as possible, because that is what is going to heal our dog tummies. Once your dog is doing well on this diet with the added egg and the added vegetables, you can start really slowly introducing more foods. Try them raw, but again, tiny steps, and just introduce things slowly so the digestive system isn't overwhelmed. You also want to feed them little and often, so maybe 3 to 4 times a day if you can, but no less than 2 if that's all you can manage. Let me know if you try this diet out. Let me know how your dog gets on. If you have any questions, please drop them below in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. Okay, I'm obviously going to give Alfie some, because he stood right behind me looking at me like, why are you cooking food and not giving me any? If you liked this video and found it helpful, please drop me a follow. I'm studying dog nutrition and sharing everything I learn with you guys, because the way to keep our dogs happy and healthy and living longer is through their food. It all starts with your dog's dinner. So drop me a follow if you want to learn how you can make the most of that.